Welcome to this product spotlight on the high temperature epoxy mold making kit. This video is not intended as a tutorial or instructional video. Instead, we're just going to be taking a quick look through all of the materials that you get included within the kit. If you were looking for a tutorial, then have a look at the learning area on the website where we've got the video where we use the kit to produce this exact mold that I've got here. In summary, this kit allows you to produce a mold which is approximately 30 centimeters square, so a little bit bigger than this, that can withstand temperatures of at least 120 degrees C, allowing it to be used for prepreg processes. Looking at the materials then, the first thing we're going to look at is the Fluted Signboard. You get 2 sheets of this, approximately the size of a piece of A4 paper, and these are used to attach around the perimeter of your part to create the flange around on your mold. This is really easily cut with a sharp knife, and typically you're going to attach this with hot melt glue. To seal these down onto the component, we then have some filleting wax. Now this might look like a really small amount of wax, but actually when used in a sealing application like this, it goes a very, very long way. With the barriers attached and sealed, the next thing we need to look at is the release agent. Included in the kit is 50 millilitres of CR1 chemical release agent. This is an industry standard release agent suitable for many, many different processes. And 50 millilitres is not only enough to cover your original pattern part to produce your mould, but will also give you several applications onto your mould when it comes to producing the components. And as well, alongside that, we've got some lint-free wipes, which are perfect for applying it. Then we have the EG160 gel. So mixed, you've got 250 grams here, which is enough to do your 2 initial coats and your coupling coat. This is a really high performance system. It mixes and coats very smoothly and nicely, particularly for a high temperature epoxy system. We then have the EMP160 high temperature paste. Combined with its hardener, you've got just over 1 kilo here, which is enough to give you approximately 10 millimeters of backing structure onto your mold. It's again a high temperature system, just like the gel, and it's mixed by hand, and it does make for a very, very simple method of producing small molds like these. Alongside these materials, we've also got some of the ancillaries that you're going to require. So you've got 3 pairs of nitrile gloves, 3 mixing cups, 3 mixing sticks, and 3 brushes to apply the gel coat. There are 1 or 2 other items that you will need, namely a sharp knife for cutting out the barriers, a hot melt glue gun for attaching them, and a set of digital scales for accurately weighing out the components. But apart from that, everything else is included, which I think makes it a great way of getting started making high temperature molds. Of course, if your molds are larger than this, or you're doing it on a more industrial scale, then all of the materials in this kit are available separately in larger quantities on the Easy Composites website. I hope this answers any questions that you might have had on the kit, but if you are left with any about either the product or the process, don't hesitate to get in touch with our technical team, who would be more than happy to help.